The bus creaked to a stop, its doors swinging open to reveal a dark, ominous forest surrounding the campgrounds. As the protagonist, a teenager, stepped off the bus, a cold sense of dread crept over them. The air was thick with unease, and the camp counselors, weary and nervous, barely made eye contact. The camp itself seemed forgotten by time, its cabins weathered and cracked under years of neglect.
Inside the cabin, the protagonist listens as the head counselor explains the camp's strange and disturbing rules. Close your blinds at night. Stay quiet. Do not wander into the forest or near the river without an adult. Each rule feels more sinister than the last, and the protagonist's discomfort grows.
The protagonist settles into a cabin with 4 others, 2 boys and 2 girls, all strangers. The window by the protagonist's bed gives a clear view of the dark forest, its branches twitching like fingers beckoning them in. As they unpack, they overhear whispered stories of strange deer and not quite human voices coming from the woods.
In the dead of night, a knock comes at the window. The protagonist's heart races. Against better judgment, Jake, the jock, pulls open the blinds, only to jump back in terror, eyes wide with fear. But when the protagonist looks out the window, there's nothing but darkness. Late into the night, the protagonist hears a voice, scratchy, distorted, and familiar. It's mimicking the voices of their family members, pleading to be let in. The door rattles as razor-sharp claws scrape against it. A few days later, after hearing human shrieks in the middle of the night, the protagonist and Oscar investigate a nearby cabin. The scene is horrifying. Blood stains the grass, leading into the forest, while the inside of the cabin is ravaged, debris and human remains scattered.
As the days pass, more campers vanish, some near the river, some in the woods, others from their cabins. The shy girl disappears one night, and Jessie is last seen near the beach. The camp grows emptier and eerier, each disappearance more chilling than the last. The protagonist and Oscar decide to leave, but as they pack their bags, the scratching voice returns, louder, more insistent. A terrible realization dawns. They were never alone, not for a moment. The camp is alive with a faceless terror. Years later, the protagonist learns that the camp was built near an ancient graveyard. The land was sacred, and the spirits restless, forever haunting those who dared disturb them. The counselors vanished shortly after the camp shut down, leaving only questions and unsolved mysteries behind.
The protagonist, now living far away, remains haunted by the memories of the camp. Every night, they hear the faint echo of those voices, scratching at their door, begging to be let in. They know that whatever was in the camp has followed them, and it will never leave.